Hi, Capricorn. So I'm bringing you this January wrap-up reading because this week has been kind of rough for people, and I realized that it might be a good idea to do something like this, right? To kind of inspire you as to what's left for the rest of the month with this lunar eclipse that just passed. It might come in handy. So let's see what messages we have for you today, right? Two of Coins, reverse, Queen of Wands, Hierophant, reversed. Okay. Four of Wands, Two of Cups, beautiful. Three of Wands, reversed. Oh, okay. So I'm going to tell you right now, it doesn't look like there's much happening for you as far as like pushing through with what you'd like to accomplish. What's your advice? I'm going to go straight to the advice, okay? The advice is to find harmony within yourself. And in doing so, you'll find harmony within others. But there's a need to go back to basics. You have two twos. This is harmony, balance, right? Harmony and balance, okay? And there seems to be an issue regarding money and relationship with money, a relationship with your balancing of resources. Perhaps you're struggling with these two ideas, right? Balance in general, harmony in general. And you are at a place of severe dissatisfaction. You have Queen of Wands here is in your is in the place of what you want. And really, you want to really you want to tell people off. You're not happy. You're really disgruntled, and you want to hit them with this wand. It's like you're like the steam is coming out of your ears. It's like you're so hot, right? Angry, not in a good way. Like, right? And you're looking over at this Hierophant in reverse, which is people not doing things the right way, okay? And they're not doing things the right way, and they're not even asking how to do things properly. And if this is your energy, if this is you, you might realize that you need to be a little bit unorthodox in this situation. You might want to be this way. Ding. Okay. Confirmation? No. Waffles. But if you are headed in this direction of just saying, F that, I'm going to do what I want. I don't care if it's a shortcut. I don't care if it's wrong. What you're going to have is this Four of Wands, which is a lack of stability, right? You're going to create this sense of, I want to say regret. I want to say shame. You're not going to be proud of it. You're not going to be proud of it. It's not going to be something be like, oh, I did that. Let's rejoice. It's not going to be good. So, and then you have Three of Wands here in reverse, which means what you wanted, it's not going to come to you because you decided to do this, which is the Hierophant in reverse, which is to cast aside everything that you know to be correct and the correct way of doing things, the established way of doing things in what was I just saying? I do that. Okay. Going against the established way of doing things in favor of being rebellious, right? And a heretic. Like, if the Hierophant upright is doing things the established correct way, then in reverse, it's like you're being a heretic. You're being rebellious. You're being anarchist in a way. You're just going against everything to be true, or to be or that establishes order, right? And so it's just going to create more confusion. You're not going to be happy with it. It's not going to be something you want to celebrate at all. And so this is your advice, Two of Cups. You need to establish a new relationship with yourself and with others. You need more harmony. You need more balance as it relates to your emotional state. You have Knight of Coins in reverse. And whatever little that you're getting, right, or giving, this is a Knight of, I'm sorry, I'm thinking Knave of Coins. Okay, so the Knight of Coins in reverse is things being halted because they're not being done correctly, right? Not being able to proceed forward because they're not being done properly, because they're not being done in an consistent manner. Empress in reverse is underneath. Okay, this is a lack of nurturing, a lack of giving, a lack of loving oneself, a lack of receptivity. Wow. World in reverse. This is World in reverse is you not stepping into your power, into a new phase of life, resisting moving into a new phase of your life, into a more evolved way of being, thinking, behaving, and so on. And that is all because of this Queen of Wands. Perhaps you're having issues with balancing your time, money, career, family, relationship, and it's creating this sense of dissatisfaction of and you're getting pissed off, quite frankly, right? Because you see this lack of balance and you see things are not being done properly. Properly is the word, right? And because they're not being done properly, you're not happy about it, right? And you're calling the baby ugly here, right? And so the advice is to work on your relationship. Work on your relationship with yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself, and don't be too hard on others. Don't beat up on yourself for the way things have turned out, and in turn you'll be able to have more compassion for others because you're giving that compassion to yourself, right? Things may not be as you would like it, but you're working on it. You will work on it. Turn this queen right side up, right side up, and use her energy in the way it's supposed to be used, which is creativity, charisma, receptivity. Draw in people who will want to help you because you are being so loving and warm and magnetic, charismatic. She's hot, she's sexy, like she's confident, right? And that draws in people who will then want to reflect that back at her, right? Which is, oh, I can do this. I can help you with that. Sure, you need help? I can do that. What you need? I got you. Like, that's her energy, right? She has a can-do attitude. Will do, can do. Oh, I've done that. I know exactly what that is. incredibly creative. Incredibly creative. She is similar to the Queen of Coins in that because she's so creative, she can roll up her sleeves. Don't mind, the perfect hair and makeup. She believes in action, right? She will roll up her sleeves and get in there with you, right? She is not afraid of hard work. And this is what this card is basically encouraging you to do, is to be willing to roll up your sleeves and to meet others where they are, or at least to understand that they are where they are. Not necessarily meet them, but to understand that they are where they are, and to be an example in order to encourage them to come up to your level, right? That's the idea. Because you still are a queen, you're just out of sorts right now because you don't like what's going on. So get in touch with yourself first and get yourself right, and then be that example of right action and what right action can accomplish when you are in your right mind, when you are in a good place, when your intention, when you mean well, when you are clear in how you feel and how you want to feel. All right. Okay. So let's clarify. I don't know if I need to, but let's clarify. So, interesting. We have the lilies, we have the bridge, and we have time. Okay. So what's going on here is that there's some kind of gift here. Yeah. You have to be the bridge of peace in this situation. You have to be the thing that connects. Okay. Two things. I'm seeing peace being necessary to connect you, making peace, for one thing. You have to make peace with where you are. And that making peace, right, coming to a place of resolve, yes, will be the bridge that brings you into alignment and then right timing with everything. I've been here. Oh my gosh, I've been here. It's like as soon as you make peace with something being the way that it is, that energy, that decision is what pulls you through that point in time and lines you up with the solution. It's the weirdest thing. Because you making peace with it basically says to the universe, I'm done with it. I'm done here. What's next? Right? And then it's like the universe says, well, this is next. Right? This is next. So what's next? What's next is power. Financial power. This is like Mama Bear, right? And nobody messes with Mama Bear. This is you coming into a place of personal power and freedom. So as soon as you make peace with whatever situation you are currently in with regard to your resources, starting over, right? Then the universe lines you up with, all of a sudden, it's like the perfect time, right? To do X, Y, and Z, to move forward, to just keep swimming. You come into your power, and then you are able to see what to do next. A message. Someone brings you a message, right? And it's funny. The carousel speaks of ups and downs of life. See, there's balance here, right? Of cycles. This is cycles. Night and day, ups and downs, right? This is the carousel, up and down, right? But there's a message coming that will deliver you through this difficult situation. You will feel that sense of empowerment, and you will know what to do next. You have to pay attention to the signs and signals and inspiration and impulses that you get, because they will be the motivating factor. You were stopped for a reason. Okay? What did not happen may have been for your benefit, because that was not a good fit. It fits kind of, but not exactly, and not truly. Okay? So you don't have to go around blaming anybody or beating anyone up or blaming. Yeah, blaming. There's a lot of blame here. For some reason, blame came up really strongly. Between worlds in reverse. Yang reversed. One more. Higher power reversed. Okay. I'm going to read what they mean, and then I'm going to read. Look at this. It's 1, 3, and 4. Unbelievable. Okay. So we're going to read 3 that came out first. I'm not going to read them in order. I'm going to read them in the order that they came out. Okay, so I'm reading 3, Between Worlds. Transitions, not being quite out of the situation and fully engaged in another. Temporary blindness. Oh, no man's land. Temporary blindness. Prosperity message. In your work, sometimes you try things that have worked for others, hoping that you too will be successful. When this symbol appears, it reminds you that sometimes the path to your prosperity is a gamble. Win or lose, you can learn much from what comes of your wager. It's a good time to bet on your skills and talents in new and different arenas. Remain curious, and with the right combination of timing and luck, you will stumble upon something golden that will be unlike anything you've known before. Wow, I just read your prosperity message thinking it was your protection message. Maybe I had to read that. Here is your protection message. Be mindful of your expectations. This is not a time for guarantees. Things will not go exactly as you plan or dictate. Let go and see what Spirit has in store. Let go. What takes hold in your life will be better than you can imagine. Something did not work out. Let go. Remember, I spoke about right timing, and as soon as you make peace, that will be the bridge that will take you to, there it is, the time, the right time, right? And you see that rooster there? It will be announced. You will know it. You will know it. It'll be like, bam. Here it is, right? Okay, the next message is Yang in reverse. The masculine principle of movement and creative activity. The power to make things happen, taking action. Protection message. Be mindful of the tendency toward impulsive action, overconfidence, and aggressive behavior. That is the Queen of Wands in reverse. Think before you act, lest you find yourself in a situation that will lead to uncomfortable consequences. This, oh my gosh, this is what you have going on, Capricorn. Okay. Remember, I said the Hierophant, you're thinking about being rebellious, impulsive, right? The Hierophant is a card that symbolizes seeking answers through someone who knows, someone who has a connection to the answers that you seek. And you are wanting to bypass that, okay? Because you're not happy. You want change. You want things your way. And so you're looking to do things in a way that is not proven, right? It's impulsive. And what will happen is you will not be happy with it. You will not be satisfied with it. As a matter of fact, it will make you incredibly uncomfortable, right? Be sure you really want what you're chasing after, because you might be sorry when you get it. Now, are you seeking revenge? Is this because of a relationship? Maybe you're seeking to step outside of your relationship because you're not happy, and so you're, right? The appearance of this card isn't cause for fear, for life is all about learning lessons. Practice temperance, diplomacy, and thoughtful consideration before making a move. So when you seek the Hierophant, you see these people are kneeling before him. They're seeking his counsel. They're seeking his blessing, right? Because they know he knows what's the right thing to do. And it's like you are wanting to ignore what the right thing is, right? Because you feel like you need to do something. And the whole idea with this card is to take time and space, practice diplomacy, thoughtful consideration before you make a move. Be very strategic. Know what you're trying to do, Capricorn. What are you trying to do? That is the question you need to ask yourself and be very honest about. If you're trying to get revenge, at least be honest about that. If you're trying to feel a certain way, be honest about that. If you're trying to reestablish a connection, be honest about that. If that is what you want, ask yourself, is what I'm doing right now in harmony with what I want? That's a good question, right? Now, number 4, because oftentimes it's not. Sometimes we do things that are in conflict with what we want. It's actually the opposite of what we really want for ourselves. Next. Okay. Number 4. That's higher power, in case you forgot. Look at the angel there. Her third eye is open. It's like a keyhole. See that? And spirit is right at her core. Wow. Okay. Conscious contact with a higher power, the presence of the divine, seeing source energy in all things, committing to a partnership with spirit. Protection message. Now is the time to examine what you are giving energy and attention to in the back of your mind. If you're obsessing over being right, about old resentments, this is about being right, or failed expectations about money or any other people, places, or things. These will be the source from which you create. But you want Spirit to be your source. Take heart, for your higher power will never desert you and is always waiting for you to remember the sacred partnership you share. Turn away from other sources of power and don't serve your highest good. There is no greater source than Spirit. You can always surrender your troubles and trust that they will be taken care of. You are in good hands. Once again, this reiterates the need to make peace with where you are. And that will create the bridge that will take you to right timing, serendipity, personal power, and the message of what to do next. Oh my gosh. Look, contracts, partnerships, things of value, right? I think some deep introspection is warranted here, and it's being reiterated again and again. There's a need for you to really take time with yourself. That Two of Cups is harmony with yourself. And then the harmony with others will be reflected in your life. But you have to have it first before you can then see it in others. Your life is a reflection of what you have going on. Always remember that. Even if you have bad things going on, it's because possibly you have something stuck in your emotional craw that you're not aware of. So be aware of the things that are coming to you, right? Because you are a match for that. For some reason, you are vibrating that specific channel, that radio channel, and if you're getting that, that's because you're a match. So ask yourself, wait, what am I transmitting? Why am I transmitting this? Personal power, getting in tune with yourself, doing things properly, taking time and space in order to know what that is. Yeah. All right. So, Capricorn, this has been your reading, the wrap up. If you've been going through those things for the past week, I have a feeling that those will be the basic issues that you will continue to face until they are resolved. Perhaps the lunar eclipse shed light on that. I did post some lunar eclipse readings on Instagram, Modern Magician, on Instagram. Look me up. And I don't recall what your card was, to be honest. But if you check it, it's according to the house that the moon fell in during that time. And I pulled a tarot card. So there's a melding of interpretations and also forecasts. So this has been a pleasure. I will read for you again soon. I'll post February readings next week. Okay? Talk to you again. Bye.